Hello and welcome to the Real Esteemed Podcast. This is Marriage Mondays, March the 30th, 2020. Today we're going to talk about how a husband is to cover his home. Stay tuned. Even as a young man, sometimes it would get confusing to know what my true role was as a husband. Being newly married, I was always mimicking or acting out the parts that I had seen growing up, which were good in most cases. And I was mimicking those because I thought that was the pattern or the behavior of a husband. But as time went on, I was able to incorporate those good things that I would do, and I was able to start to weed out the negative things that I would do, understanding that I shouldn't raise my voice as much as I did, understanding that I needed to think about my wife as a treasure as opposed to just a partner. She's actually more than a friend. And as a husband, you have to kind of know what your position and your purpose is so that you can pass on what's necessary, not only to keep the family up and running, but to keep it whole, to keep it together, to keep your family intact. And I think a lot of times we have families that have jagged edges. They have injuries or wounds that never really get healed completely. And they eventually the damage eventually causes cracks and areas of consistent hurt in the family, whether it's between the husband and the wife or the kids and the parents. It just keeps it going. So to define what a husband is, biblically, it's house band, connecting and keeping together the whole family. A man, when he's engaged, he's esteemed from that time as a husband. So once you're engaged, you are committed to moving forward in your husbandly duties and making sure that you aren't just out for your own goals. Your own purposes and goals are not strictly yours anymore. You have to look out for the destiny and the dreams of your wife and your children if you have children. So Genesis 2:4 says, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." And it says hold fast to his wife. In other words, yes, you're going to be best friends. You should be best friends, but you can't let other people come in between you two. Now, granted, you both have to have wisdom. You both have to have the right motive. You both have to look at certain situations in a similar manner so that you can make decisions that are beneficial for your house. And, everybody on the outside may not always enjoy your decisions, but you have to make the decisions based on what God is telling you to do. If you're going to be a real husband, then you're guided by God. You allow Christ to tell you how to live your life each and every day. And I think that's the difficult part for men. We know we need to go to work and take out the trash. And we have these lists of things that if we accomplish these things, if we keep the cars running, if we maintain the house, if we pay all the bills, if we do all these certain aspects of husbandry or what we consider our duties, we feel that we've done our job. And, a lot of times what we do is we have certain things that we do and certain things that we don't do. But the truth be told, you're supposed to hold fast to your wife, and y'all are supposed to become one flesh in a sense that you're making really quality decisions together. Ephesians 5:25 says, "Husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." Here's the part where I think people say, what they would do, but they don't always promote the actions to prove that that's what they would actually do. So, Christ gave up his life for us. It wasn't taken. He wasn't really taken over, and he actually gave himself up for us. And as a husband, you're a house band. In other words, you protect your house. You wrap around your house. You are a covering for your home, not only through physical action where you are physically able to protect your home, but you are spiritually able to protect your home through prayer and supplication, finding out what God wants you and your family to do. That includes your wife. You band around them and you keep them safe, not only through your physical aspects, but through your spiritual aspects. The amount of prayer you have, the amount of time you spend with God alone, the amount of discernment he gives you, asking him for wisdom, telling him that you don't know what you're doing and you need help. Those kind of things are so vital in a marriage and in a family. Getting an understanding of what you need to do there, it's vital to the future of your family. And regardless of what you do or say, God's going to hold you accountable for your home. I hope you got something out of this today. Be blessed, grace, and peace.